Revision unit 0. People use it for a holiday at sea. Bored. Leggi la definizione completa delle parole. 1. You use the end to listen to music. H. 2. Most families go. 1 is good for well. C. 3. You write your secret things in it. C. D. 4. Children ride it. It's got to was. Rimetti le parole in l'ordine corretto per formare le frasi affermative. 0. Example. Can speak languages free. We can speak 3 languages. 1. The violin can play or the piano. 2. Can question answer the math teacher. Can Loris jump the cat run. Usa le parole date per scrivere domande con can, per rispondere con gli avverbi di grado in base alla leggenda. Not at all, quite well, well, really, very, really well. 0. Example. Tom ride a hoverboard. Can Tom ride a hoverboard? No, he can't ride a hoverboard at all. 1. Day sky. 2. Lila and Tina play volleyball. 3. Your brother play the violin. 4. Your mom drive a lorry. Scrivi le frasi usando l'aggettivo sezione del verbo be. 0. Example. Meg's got an expensive watch. Meg's watch is expensive. The children have got green eyes. Sam and Beth have got a huge house. My mom has got an interesting job. The cousins have got a black and white dog. Riscrivi la frase con l'alternativa corretta. 0. Example. Who's that girl? Who's that girl? 1. Who's got whose book is this? 2. Who's got head overboard? 3. Whose bracelet is that? 4. Who's your brother? Completa le frasi con un partito di maggioranza o superlativo degli aggettivi tra parentesi. 0. Example. The black dog is fatter than the brown dog. Fat. 1. Tommy is of his classmates. Tall. That is film by Steven Spielberg. Good. 3. The shops in town are than the market. Expensive. 4. My mom is than my dad. Busy. 5. This is armchair vault. Comfortable.